Okay, so for my snow day video 2, we're going to learn about line plots. Okay, so for a line plot in math, it's a graph of some sort that shows how often each value occurs. So in this problem that we have, it says students ran for 10 minutes. They ran the following distances in miles. Okay, so all the numbers are listed. So the first thing that we should do is we always should count how many we have. Because if we count how many we have, then we know how many to put on the line plot. Okay, so it says how many distances are there recorded. So if you count them up, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 of them. So when we create our line plot, we should have 14 of those dots on there. So now let's create our line plot. Okay, so when we create a line plot, we have to figure out what the label is of each number we're given. So in this case, all these numbers are in miles. Okay, so our line plot is in miles. Okay, so when I make a line plot, I'm going to make a number line essentially, and I'm going to put arrows on both ends. So I'm making a number line. Okay, I'm going to label it miles ran. Okay, and then on that line plot I have to figure out it's going to start at 0 and I need to figure out where it's going to end. So in this case I have to find my biggest number in my group of numbers, and I find out that it's 2. So my line plot's going to go to the number 2. Now I have to fill in all the extras. So in the middle, between 0 and 2, there'll be a 1 because that's the middle number between the two. Okay, and then I have to look at, I have fractions in there, right? So I have to look in there and see what the largest denominator is of all my fractions, which I see that it is 4. So I'm going to divide each space into 4 pieces. Okay, so I'm going to divide it up, and then we can label it if we would like to. I'm going to do it for your sake here. Okay, so I'm going to label it. This is 1/4, 1/2, or some of you would write it like this to see that they're all fourths. And then I would make this 1 1 1/4, 1 1/2, or it would look like this. Okay, once I have it all labeled and my line plot is all made up, I'm going to look at all my numbers and I'm going to start putting dots or X's above each tick mark. Okay, so we're going to do that. Sometimes it's easier if you make these numbers in order, from least to greatest, so then you can just go down the number line and make them, but I did not do that this time, so I'm just going to go through and slash off the ones that I have recorded to make sure that I do not make a mistake. And 1. Okay, so now, once I got all those recorded, I'm going to go through and check if I have 14 of these up here. Okay, so I'm going to count my X's. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have a total of 14 of them. 14 X's. So that means that I filled out the whole number line. So sometimes when you fill out these number lines or these line plots, you will be asked the question like, how many miles was ran the most? Or add them all together and how many was ran in total. Okay, so this is just a tracker to see how many of those values have occurred. Okay, so these are mainly with word problems. And with this snow day video, you'll probably get a little packet with it that will give this assignment, or give you an assignment where you will make line plots with some easier word problem questions with it. So I hope this made sense. If you have any questions, just message me and I will reply. Yeah, thank you.